Let me tell this, and I just Morning everybody, welcome back to my channel Just Ruth, where we are building a better life through wellness and faith. It's in the morning, guys, so please forgive my gruff voice, but anyway, I hope that everybody is good. I hope that you are well, and even if you're going through those trials, just know that God is with you. Amen. Amen. So I just came out of my word, so I just wanted to share with you guys what the Lord has given me this morning. So this morning I was reading from Psalms chapter 6 verse 6 to 8. So in this verse of Psalm 6 verse 6 to 9, David is expressing himself to the Lord, and he says, I am worn with grief. Every night my bed is damp from my weeping. I'm reading from the Bible. My pillow is soaked with tears. I can hardly see. Guys, just like a lot of us, we are so burdened with pain. So he then rebukes these evils and troubles, and he says, keep away from me, you evil people. The Lord hears my weeping. He listens to my cry for help, and he will answer my prayer. Yo, that got me. That got me, guys. So the message that I want to share with you guys today is that we are facing so many troubles and trials. There's no one who is not going through something, guys. And I don't know if it's being an adult or what's going on, but there is just so much pain, there's so much troubles, there's losses, there's so much going on in our lives. Life is just difficult. I know personally for myself that I am going through a difficult season. But what I want to leave you with today is that God is next to us. God hears us, and he listens to our cries, and he will answer your prayer, brothers and sisters. He will answer. The season that you are in will come to an end. So that's the word for today. The season that you are in will come to an end, guys. Amen. Hey guys, so I just freshened up I'm nice and warm, and so I thought that I'll just take you guys along with me to make something to eat. I think it's now 11:30 and I last only had coffee in the morning, so let's get into it. Today I'm gonna have boiled eggs with some toast, and I'm going to have some chai seeds with some Greek yogurt and bananas and a little bit of granola just to give it that flavor. So this is actually like overnight chai seeds. There's lots of benefits to chai seeds. So this is overnight. I usually just put boiled water to make them like fluff up a bit, make them more so it doesn't have that hard texture. So I put some boiling water and some milk. Sometimes I don't put milk, sometimes it's just water, then I mix it with yogurt. The reason why I don't mix it with yogurt sometimes is to save yogurt. Okay, I'm a saver. So there's the Greek yogurt. I actually got this on sale at shop. This thing is usually like almost 60 rand. But luckily for me, I got it for 45 rand. I've never actually tried this Greek yogurt. Usually I use the plain, just normal plain double cream or low fat plain yogurt. That's the one I usually use, but this was on sale, so I thought, let's taste what this Greek trend is all about, and it's very nice. It's definitely got a different taste to it. It just tastes different. I think Greek, they say they use goat's milk. I'm not sure, please don't quote me on that, but I think it's made from goat's milk. Huh? I'm not sure, guys, but I think it is. So yeah, I just mixed that up in there. If you're a person that likes oats, I think you'll enjoy chai seeds. I love this. I love me some chai seeds, guys. So I'm just going to get some banana. I don't think I'm going to use a whole banana because these bananas are huge. Just going to put a banana in here. You know, interesting fact, they say the correct way to actually peel a banana is to open it up here. I don't know if that's true, but they always say that we're not supposed to open a banana here. Lots of us open bananas up over here. They say no, this is the correct way to open a banana. Oh well. Yeah. You live and learn, eh? Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. I'm not gonna put the whole thing in. This is just to decorate the chai seeds, make it nice. I don't know if I also like to have like banana and oats just to give it some sugar, since we're not taking sugar. And by not taking sugar, I don't mean like I don't eat sugar at all. Please, I do have cheat days, but for most of it, since we are on a journey, I always try. Oh man. I always try to find an alternative. Oh, this is gonna be so nice. I'm literally drooling. Guys, I wonder if I should put berries instead of granola. No, I'm gonna use granola. Then here I have the Future Life granola. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. It's very like it's nice. The flavor of it is nice, but the clusters are too big. The clusters are big. You'll see now. But this is a nice granola. I'm a Future Life fan, so I love me some Future Life, guys. Oh my gosh, why won't this thing open? So I just put a little because you know granola contains a lot of sugar, so we're just gonna put a teensy bit, so just like half again. It's just to give the chai seed some texture. You see how big the clusters are. Guys, I don't know if I'm helping anyone, but this is what you must be aware of. It's got huge clusters. Like, this is big. Look at this. I'm messing now. Look at that. That's big. So there we have it. Wait. Ah! I don't know if you guys can. Let me just spin this. So there you have the banana and the granola. It looks like a lot, but it's not. The banana is basically blocking everything. Now we're gonna make the bread. This is actually a homemade bread, guys. Homemade bread. Shout out to my sister. She made this, and I was like, whoa. It's cool. It's very cool. She must teach me. But I want to learn how to make like the sourdough bread. You know, like the sourdough bread where it's like that hard, crunchy. I've tried before and I failed dismally. So if you guys know anywhere here where we can go and learn, like that would be cool.
A silky pillowcase, slither in my innocent oasis. You bring the pain, I deliver patience. I see the lion and try to tame him. I know the werewolf behind the sheep, familiar the scent of deceit behind you.
Guys, you know they say, okay, 2 eggs is 14 grams of protein, right? And everybody has their daily, you have to like eat a certain amount of protein per day, right? If you go to the apps and whatever, they'll tell you how much protein you need to eat per day based on your age, your height, your weight, and all those things. So I eat 2 eggs to get my full 14 grams out of, I'm not sure. But anyway, I eat 14 grams in the morning, and then I'll have other stuff like your chicken and all your stuff, your proteins. Tell me why I came across a post the other day that says that if you eat 2 eggs a day, then that's not enough. Your body doesn't recognize those eggs as protein. Like this, the wellness community is trying to kill us, guys. No, the nutrition community is trying to kill us, guys. Like, why must I now instead of me having 2 eggs, I have to have 3 eggs? Then my body's only gonna recognize that as protein. Like, are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Guys, please try this. Instead of using Flora, I'm just gonna put some mayo at the bottom. Toast is like ready now, so I'm gonna take it out. Guys, if you wanna get a toaster, right? Let me give you advice. Get the grill. This is the Camrook. This is the Kenbook grill. It is so old. I think it's like 5 years old. I'm not sure who bought this for my sister, whether it was me or my cousin. But one of us bought her this many years ago. And it's still doing good. Instead of buying a toaster, get you one of these, guys. It does the job. See there. That looks so tasty and juicy. Look at that. Oh gosh. Jacob's is okay. But my favorite is the Nescafe Gold. This one is okay, it's nice. But my favorite is Nescafe Gold. So that's it, guys. There's the eggs. I'm just gonna eat and then I think we'll sit down and chat. I'm just gonna like eat, have some coffee, and then I think we'll sit down and chat. Hey guys, so it's later in the day. I thought maybe we should just sit down and have a live update, you know. So yes, how's life been going? Let me tell you, this, let's say this was my life, right? This was my life. I took this, me. I took this and I spilled it. That's what I done. I spilled it. Guys, that's what I done. To my life, this. I turned my life upside down. This light is too bright. It is hitting me. Yeah. So yes, guys, I took my life and I turned it upside down. And me, it was. Let me tell you the story. So I was working in corporate for a very long time. And so when I started a year or two later, my job was in the office, okay? But I was specifically working with procedures and policies. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what the position was, but I didn't know much at the time, so I decided to study for exactly what it was that study for the work that I was doing. Okay, so I did do that and it was very difficult. I think it took me 2 years to complete my course and get my certificate. So in my mind, I thought that if I get the certificate for this position, I will get ranked up. This is corporate, eh? So I wanted to be in management. That was my goal. And if that didn't work out, then I wanted to find a job that will earn me more money. So that was my goal. So I studied, got my certificate, and my employer, whom I thought would be my mentor, did not actually turn out that way. My employer was very, not harsh, but she just did not have time for me. Okay, so if I'd come to her to ask her for help, she would give me a very aggressive answer. So I don't know if she was annoyed with the fact that I would ask her simple questions or that I was asking for help. I'm not sure. But anyway, I learned and I got my certificate. So then I got a mentor in management who was working in operations, and so I needed operations experience to be able to get a round all of the certificate that I was holding at the time. So I got a mentor, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace. He helped me, and he passed away. So when he passed away, my employer said to me that I'm gonna take his position in operations. I was happy. I was afraid because it's a very not hands-on, but it's a very not difficult, but the position requires a lot. But I was ready. I had studied for this, so I was like, I need to get that operations experience. So that December, I did not even like go on holiday. I stayed home just to prepare for January and for this new position. Why is it when I came in January and I was ready, my employer calls some other guy who was also work over there. I'm gonna call him Al because his name starts with Al. Al was there. I'm like, what's Al doing in the boardroom? Then he's like, no, he's taking the position of so and so, my mentor who passed away. Guys, I was so hurt. I was like, how can my employer do this to me? How can you promise me or give me a position and I prepare for it and then you just give it to someone else? I was so hurt. And so I spoke to the people around me there about what had happened, and they were like, no, Chica, don't worry, it happens. You know, a lot of the time in corporate this kind of thing happens. So I was like, huh? Okay. And from that moment I decided that I need to find employment somewhere else because clearly I was not good enough. But then I went and I spoke to one of the shareholders at the time, and he said to me, don't worry about the operations position, rather focus on management. She said to me, I must work hard so that my employer at the time gives me her position, because she wanted to go and be, because he was telling me she wanted to go and be with her grandkids. So I was like, okay, sharp, I'm gonna show up. Last year, because of the new guy, we went for training and I was working with him, you know, showing him like more things when it comes to the paperwork and stuff. I was helping him, and she was, now all of a sudden she was the biggest mentor. She was mentoring L, wada, and I was like, She was loving him, hey? Not in that way, but she was just enjoying teaching L. But when I wanted help, it was attitude. But anyway, yes, that was that. And I started looking for employment at that time. I was constantly looking. I would look. But the problem is my job was it was a lot. So a lot of the time I would get tired, but I was trying, you know. So I was trying for employment. I did go for interviews and all that stuff. But yeah, didn't come to light. But anyway, so when we came back from training, my employer took me from where I was and she put me in procurement. She put me in procurement, guys. Did I struggle? But I figured it out, because now I had two offices, the head office and this other office now, which I was operating. But I ganged it out, I figured it out, and eventually I had the ticket of procurement. I could do procurement now. So as time was going by, like, I was like, no, I can't keep on carrying on holding my normal daily work and also doing this other job that now my employer has given me. So I had the choice to decide, am I going to either seek a higher salary, or am I going to just like move to a city and just start life over? So I had those two choices. Mind you, the salary that I was getting paid was enough for the initial job that I was doing, but now I was holding 2 positions. And I had to choose whether to negotiate the salary or not. When I say negotiate, it wasn't an option coming from my employers, but I was the one who would have to go now and talk and have meetings, and that's a whole different energy or a whole different work now that I'd have to do to prove that I need this and that, which I don't think they would have actually given me, but it's okay. I decided, no, I'm going to start over. I'm gonna move to the city. Oh wait, so when I sat down and I said, okay, my home environment is terrible, like terrible, and I don't mean terrible as in abusive or anything like that. No, it was thumping me. Like I wasn't comfortable. I was not comfortable at all at home where I was staying. I don't know how I can describe it, but I just never felt like I could be myself. Okay, and I don't mean like, I mean like if I'm talking to you and our perceptions are different, it's like if I say something, it turns into like a whole gang up against, you know. So when I try to express my opinions, it would be a whole different thing. And if I don't like something, it's like I'm being pictured as someone who complains or someone who just thinks that they are all that. So those are one of the things I said, no, even if I do, excuse me, get the money, do I really still want to be here? So I looked at my odds and I said, no, let me pass out, because I really want more for myself. And I'm not saying that you can't get more in a town, but I want more. I want to grow. I want to surround myself with people who are driven and who want to achieve. And once again, I'm not saying that you can't do that in a town, but in the city it's just more available. So I wanted more. And also another thing, I wanted to live more. Where I was, I did not, you know how towns are, there's only certain things you can do, but I just wanted to experience life a lot more. So those were the reasons why I moved. Okay, I moved, I think, how many months has it been now? About 6 months. Yes, it's been about 6-7 months that I have been here now in my new life. And yes, as I said, this is what it's been like. And so, like, when I first got here, like, I could not believe like my whole energy, I completely shifted. All that pressure and all those things that I was holding, anxieties that I was feeling from where I was, it disappeared. I had this moment one day when I woke up and it was just quiet, but not quiet in a way of silence. It was just quiet, like I had peace. I had peace, guys. I had peace that I cannot even describe. The peace that I have now, yes, I'm not working, yes, life is just not going as, it's difficult, and it is difficult. Like, I knew it was going to be difficult to find employment. I mean, this is South Africa, but I do know that with the experience that I have, eventually I will find employment. So that's just a matter of having faith, trusting God, and being patient. Okay, it's going to work out. So yes, back to the peace. Like, I have a peace that I cannot even describe. It's amazing. You know, I don't have any regrets about leaving. As I said, in the season that I'm in, it's difficult, but if you ask me to go back, I would say to you no. I would say no. I would not go back. Obviously, I'd go back to the town because that's where I'm from and it's my home, but I mean to go back there permanently, maybe after 5 years. Okay, but that's after I've achieved everything that I want. I could go back. I don't hate home, love home, but yes, that's my life update. And if you are someone who wants to move, or someone who is just struggling, and someone who feels stuck, take that risk. Take that risk, guys. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. Take the risk. There are millionaires and people who are successful in life have to take risks. Even if you're going to, you see, even if you go to university, I mean, even like my friends in university, right? I know my one friend, she took her 7 years to get her certificates. I think she studied for 7 years. Was it 7? No, took her 7 years to get employment or something like that. But my friend only recently started like living a better, good life. That's because she had to risk it all and she was going through so much. Guys, I'm so proud of my friend. Like, words cannot even begin to describe. Like, that chick went through so much. But my point is that she is where she is because she had to risk it all. You know, she had to go through a lot of odds and troubles to get to where she was, and she's made it now. So my point is that if you want more in life, if you desire more, and if you got that thing in your heart that's just telling you that no, we need to move, we need more, we want more, make the move. But also wait. Don't now go and leave your job and you don't have any money or any backup plan. Don't do that, please. First, put away a little bit of money that will last you 3 months. I don't know now because my 3 months is over. That will last you at least 3 months, and then you can make the move. Okay? And before you do that, also make sure that you know exactly what it is that you want before you embark in this journey, because if you don't, you will get lost. Constantly, every day, I have to remind myself of my life plan, what it is that I want, because you have very down days. So you always have to write it down so that you open your book and you see it and you remind yourself that we are almost there, or we are getting there. So what are my tips again? Have a backup plan financially and write down what it is that you want out of your move so that you can keep on going back to it. I'm not gonna go for 10,000 steps today, guys. The reason is that I done some exercising in the morning, so I'm not gonna go out. So I'm gonna close the video right here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it a lot. If you got any questions, please put them in the comments below, and if you found this video to be helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.